Welcome back, dreamers. It's your host Mello, and today we're going to be exploring the Naruto Boruto universe, but more specifically, explaining how Kurama can come back from the other world. Yeah, let's talk about it. During the Fourth Great Ninja War, we learn from Kabuto that there's a biological component involved with reviving a person through the reanimation jutsu. Based on Kabuto's dialogue, we know that there's a connection between the soul or consciousness and a person's biological materials. We know that chakra is a connecting force. There was a reason why Hagoromo Otsutsuki was able to return from the other world and interact with the living. So now that we've established that there's a connection between one's consciousness or soul and their biological materials, we next have to prove that there's actually something physical for Kurama's soul to be tethered to. We know that Kushina Uzumaki was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails before getting pregnant with Naruto. From the very beginning of Naruto's development as a fetus in his mother's womb, Kurama's biological materials were splicing with Naruto's, and this is made evident by the whiskers shown on Naruto's face. Neither Minato Namikaze nor Kushina Uzumaki had whiskers, but Kurama did. Every physical trait possessed by an individual is a byproduct of two people's separate biological materials coming together to form that new entity. However, in the case of Naruto, there was a third party involved, that being the nine-tailed fox, Kurama. So now that we've established that Kurama's soul is connected to Naruto's body on the biological level, the next logical question is, what's stopping Kurama from coming back immediately after his physical death? Well, it might just be the case that he doesn't know how to. Whenever we see the dead interacting with the living, it's almost always due to some kind of technique. In the case of Obito, he was able to use the Kamui's teleportation properties to transfer his abilities to Kakashi from the spirit world. When it comes to Hagoromo Otsutsuki, he possessed the creation of all things technique, which allowed him to create reality from fantasy. And of course, there's the reanimation jutsu, which is just a technique in and of itself. However, there are moments throughout the series where living characters appear to be hallucinating the dead. This phenomenon happens so frequently throughout the series that I think it's worth looking into. During the final battle with Kaguya Otsutsuki, both Obito and Kakashi hallucinated the exact same person at the exact same time. It might actually be possible for the dead to temporarily interact with the living if they have a strong enough emotional tether to that person. Now, during Naruto's final battle with Sasuke, after Kurama gave Naruto his last remaining bit of energy, Kurama seemed to fall into a deep sleep. So it's entirely possible that after using up all of his energy for the Baryon mode, Kurama will remain unconscious for a time, thus preventing him from returning after his physical death. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe, rate the video, and hit that bell icon for notifications. As always, dreamers, I'm your host Mello, signing out. I'll catch you on the next one, and remember, never stop dreaming.